Taylor.
Hello Phoebe. Hey, welcome to Phoebe with the Patterns Monthly Awesome Person. I am a musician, singer mainly, but I'm a second study pianist. I study at Trinity Laban Conservatoire of Music and Dance, doing a BEMA's Bachelor of Music degree in jazz performance. And I also teach and gig with my jazz quartet and also do pop gigs, and basically I'm a musician.
What is something you're really happy about right now?
I suppose I'm really happy with my life right now. I've got into a great university, I've met amazing people, creative friends around me. I'm really happy with what I'm learning and people I'm learning it with.
So what do you want to be?
Well, I just want to be a successful musician really. You know, I'm not seeking fame. If that happens, cool, but I'd just be happy with earning regular money, teaching. I really enjoy teaching and performing. I'm also interested in music therapy, helping people overcome problems but through music. So basically as long as I'm doing something musical and passing on my knowledge to other people that want to learn, I'd be happy really.
Okay, so have you always known that you wanted to do that kind of thing?
I suppose when I was 4 I wanted to make hats for a job. GCSE time, because that's the time when you've got to, you know, think about your options. It's kind of unfair that you have to know when you're 13 what you kind of want to be, but I suppose I knew it was going to be around music or something arty because I took like music, art and drama, and when it comes to uni choices I was like, oh gosh, yeah, now I really have to pick. I never thought I was going to be doing jazz. If you'd asked me when I was 15 I'd be doing jazz, I would have gone no. But it's, yeah, something I just got into, and then I'm glad I've sort of picked that as my music avenue because that's helped me with all other genres and stuff. Yeah, music kind of always was there in the back of my mind, I suppose.
So, did you find your school experience helpful in finding out what you wanted to do or maybe how to get to that goal?
Yes and no. I mean, in terms of music, I kind of figured that out outside school. You know, like my grandparents bought my first piano, my mum paid for piano lessons since I was young. I started a band with my friends, I went to open mics. My musical knowledge kind of grew outside school. I mean, yeah, like school taught me the basics, but if I didn't do any of the stuff I did outside of school I would never have got into university or even passed my GCSE. I think my performing and knowledge I've gained myself, me looking into universities and courses. I mean, yeah, sixth form helped do that, but I sort of was the one that was like, oh, I should, you know, learn jazz, I should invest in teaching, I should buy these CDs, I think it was me really being pushed by my family and friends rather than school.
Bit left field. But what's something that you would like to change about the world?
God. Okay, the world. I think that in education there should be more vocational things. Certain schools now are doing it with GCSEs where you have to do language, you have to do humanities, only one creative subject, and that's really quite limiting because, for instance, if you wanted to do something in art and you weren't sure if you wanted to do photography or you wanted to do art or you wanted to do media or advertising, like you're not sure which one. Like when I was at school I took art and media, so I had them options, but if they said to me, oh, you have to do French, history and one creative subject and I had to pick between music and art and drama and media, I'd have found it a really tough decision. Yes, they want kids to be successful, but like, what is, you know, so successful, do you know what I mean? Like it depends on the person. If someone wants to do creative things, then that option should be there. It's, you know, it's limiting people in what they want to do. Certain sixth forms are saying, oh, well, we're not going to do media, that other sixth form will do media, so if people want to do media they can go there. But then what if they want to do psychology at your sixth form? Then they're kind of stuffed. Not everyone gets the qualifications they need to fulfil their career, and that's not really fair.
Relaxation tip.
Again, that's a personal thing. Like, I'm most relaxed just laying on the sofa listening to records or CDs with a cup of tea. And I think most people's relaxation is kind of tied to what their hobby is really. Like I said, mine's music, some people might be, my my dad likes fishing. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
I think it depends on your personality really, what makes you feel the most at home and the most at ease with yourself.
Do you think society is too obsessed with certain things?
I think it's too obsessive about, like I said, education and achievement. I think there's too much pressure put on kids now about how well they have to do in exams in order to get to university. You need loads of different people with different jobs, you know, you need the bakers, you need the chefs, you need, you know, but people will see that as a bad thing. You know, if someone works in a shop, some people are like, oh, you work in a shop, you didn't get a degree. But then there's people with degrees who have to work in shops because there's too many jobs, you know, not enough jobs for the qualifications. So it's like, there needs to be more of a balance, I think, and less pressure put on people to get degrees. It's not fair for people that don't want to go to university, that they feel like they're not being successful. You know, they can work their way up and they can do other things. And some people just go to university because they feel like it's what you have to do. You know, why waste all that money if you're not going to enjoy it and it's not going to help your career?
Another area of life that you think should be more our attention?
I think the arts. Probably because I'm a musician, but I feel the arts are totally neglected really, like they're cutting funding for things. It really bothers me because again, it's still a profession. You know, people want people to gig at their places, and then when you tell them the price, they're like, what? That's so expensive. All you do is sing, and they don't count the money you spent on lessons, training, instruments. There was a thing about in the war, during the war they carried on with plays and things, like as a distraction for the war, and what they wanted to do was stop all the the West End shows and things. Winston Churchill said, if we stop all these performances and stop the arts, what is worth fighting for? Like if we don't have, you know, this like sliver of happiness while everything else is going on, then there's not, you know, it's not worth it really.
That's so cute.
Yeah, it was really nice. I was like, go Churchill.
If you could speak to you 5 years ago, what do you think you'd say?
I'm trying to count how young I've been. 14. Maybe not sort of worry what people think when you're in your teens. You're so worried about what people think about you and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and I think if I had been at school listening to jazz rather than all the poppy stuff, people might have been like, what, you old lady, or something. Yeah, you know, don't really listen to what other people think and just do what you want to do. If you want to spend your lunchtime or break time in the music room, that's fine. And if you want to listen to your type of music, that's fine. And if you don't want to go out with friends because you, I don't know, going to drama or something, it's fine. I suppose just, maybe probably just don't worry about what people think as much.
What makes you inspired?
Musicians that are, you know, really enjoying themselves perform, like Cara Emerald. She just was at uni and then someone came along and was like, oh, I have a song, do you want to sing it? And then she ended up really successful. Seeing people like her and Paloma Faith was another one, who were in concert and are just really thankful to be there. So people that have worked really hard, who appreciate anything, you know, a small audience or a big audience. People that have followed what they want to do and worked really hard at it and then finally get some recognition for what they've done. And also like friends and family who have had to work really hard to get a good job and a job that they also enjoy.
Advice for young people who don't know what they want to be yet?
Be very careful what GCSEs you pick. You know, if you're really not sure, then just pick something that you just enjoy. Just sit and really think about jobs and think, would I really want to do that? Or what do I enjoy? What am I good at? You know, there could be something you're good at and you don't even realise. Just look at your options. There's so many things you can do. There's like over 50,000 university courses, over so many billion jobs that you could probably do. There's going to be something that you're good at and something that will suit your personality, so just really think about it and just keep your options open. And also, like, if an opportunity comes along, just take it. Any opportunity, big or small, is good. Even non-related musical stuff has helped me, just even in life skills really. Yeah, just keep an open mind because things can change and affect your life, and try and enjoy school.
Any advice for achieving one's dreams?
Just work hard. I didn't really spend much time with anyone in year 13 leading up to my audition because all I did was you know, practice so I could get there, and, you know, invest time what you want to do anything, any course, any research, just anything that will help. And if you don't enjoy investing the time, and if you find that boring, then it's probably not what you actually want to do.
Yeah. Do you have a life motto?
Be who you want to be, don't let other people try and tell you otherwise. At the end of the day, you're the one living with yourself for the rest of your life, you know, you're the one living your life. So, I mean, sure, let people give their opinions and views and take stuff on board, but at the end of the day, you choose your path. So yeah, just be who you want to be and enjoy yourself.
Thank you for being my lovely awesome person.
You're welcome, it was great. And I really enjoyed it. Thank you. God, that was deep.